So Bart, Paul, let's start with a really basic question. Who are you? How did you end up here? What are your individual trajectories? Give me your biographies.
Well, we're a team from Tribal DDB Amsterdam. I'm an art director and Pol is a copywriter. Working there for quite a while, and we're actually here on a week holiday, and we're nominated a couple of times for our projects, and we're just here to get inspired and party and enjoy the sun a bit.
How did this collaboration come about?
Well, I started as an intern, and when I got to be an art director, I worked with freelancers a lot. Only the agency Tribal had the feeling that I should have a steady copywriter that we could grow as a team, together. And that's when they hired Pol, and it kind of clicked straight away. And we've been working together ever since, and doing lots of projects.
So tell me a little bit about Tribal DDB. What is their unique approach to the agency model?
I think it's good to know that we're not working as a team anymore, not the traditional teams. We don't have our own office. It's we decorated the whole Tribal DDB. We got an internal architect, and we've got that really long, big tables. And I think our project isn't just art copy. It's a graphic designer and UX designers, technical lead. So it's nice to know that when you're discussing a problem or a design, so you just flip around your screen and say, what do you think of this? Well, it should work like this, this, this. So it's not like going 2 levels up to the graphic design room to discuss. It's like one big team. And I think a good example for this is Obsessed with Sound as well. We've won 4 Lions today, and it's not only concept, but it's also user interface, and that's a good thing as well. So it's a big effort for the whole team, and that makes, I think, Tribal to be quite unique in that way.
Let's talk a little bit more about Obsessed with Sound, because you guys got a gold lion for that. And Philips has developed a reputation for its uses with technology and its branded content. It has a tendency for doing just creative and surprising things that compel people to watch more. How was it developed, and how did you go about creating it, bringing it into the world?
Well, it was first of all, it was a really cool brief to work on, because Bart plays the guitar and I play the saxophone, so sound is just one big thing in our lives.
Out of curiosity, what was the brief? What did it say?
The basic brief was to come up with a campaign that it's for the Fidelio range, the high-end sound range from Philips.
Yeah.
And the campaign was to make sure to come across that it's a product you can hear every detail with.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it is, if you listen to music, normally you only hear the people who sing the loudest or the drummer, the guitarist. But we were thinking about what would have happened if there's a triangle player in there. Would you hear him? Well, it's all about hear every detail, and as the artist intended it. So if it's there, you should hear it. So that's why we came across how would it be so you could single out every musician from an orchestra, and that's how it started basically.
And because you guys have a classical training and musical backgrounds, clearly you have a little bit of an insight to this.
Yeah, and it helps, and we did make it easy ourselves to pick a band from 5 members. We took an orchestra from 52 members. Yeah. And I think that was the most challenging.
One of the cool things Pol actually had to do, and he spent a couple of days on it, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted to give also a technical insight into the music, so we wanted to know the exact amount of notes that were in the entire piece. So out of all the sheet music, he counted all the notes of every individual player, so we could write that out over in an infographic and stuff. And I kind of lost him 3 days, and he was just studying sheet paper and writing down the notes. And I've got it. The second violin plays 263 notes. So
I had interviews, but they've got this. The whole campaign is also about Obsessed with Sound. That's what the name of the big campaign is, and Sound Obsession is more than just coming across you can hear every detail with our products. So that's why we did interviews with every musician out there, and we even got to the point that we found out how many hours they played in their lifetime, how many hours they played for the orchestra itself. And yeah, just every note. It's 10,197 notes.
That's insane. 10,197.
But it's nice, and it's a Grammy award-winning orchestra from Holland. So yeah, they were amazing to work with. It was a big team effort in the end. Yeah.
I imagine that when you guys are working on a project like this, it's very passionate. So I was wondering if, as creatives, doing things like this for a brand makes you more susceptible to the brand's message. How do you feel about Philips since working on it?
They really do have good products, and as a sound purist, like you obviously start thinking about like the Sennheisers and all those before thinking about Philips, and I think we took a good step for ourselves and everybody we reached to put like Philips as a premium brand on top of mind for people in an abstract way, you know, like not shouting out a product message, but like proving it instead of telling it to people. You know?
But nowadays, I think it's not just making a campaign and get people to like you on Facebook and stuff. It doesn't stop there. It's just like we did the first step. We started off with just, I think it was 10,000 people who liked their the Philips Sound Facebook page. So we ended up in 260,000 at the moment. But it would be a shame to not get the conversation going on the wall itself. So it's not just the campaign now, it's just you got the Kevin who does an amazing job, Joe, keeping across the message that we're obsessed with sound. So we've got this daily conversation with everybody.
Exactly.
So, and I think we were already working on Obsessed with Sound 2013, so we try to take it from there to grow even bigger.
Yeah. How does social play a role in your planning? What are the KPIs that you're looking for when you're looking at engagement, how well a campaign fared?
I think it's together with the campaign. I think Facebook is a good way to share anyway. But we also launched a competition on Facebook as a separate tab, where people through SoundCloud links could basically upload their track, and if they won the competition, like we had a couple of judges, we brought the whole orchestra together again, and their track was written out for the whole orchestra, and they played it. Like we went back into the studio and we released that track. And what's interesting for Facebook then is that people that are liking your Facebook page are also start campaigning for their own songs. You know, like there was a lot of conversation on the Facebook page of people complimenting each other or giving each other tips, but also people spreading like the Philips message through their own Facebook pages to get more votes, etc. So I think it was especially for the competition. Especially for the competition part, it was really important to have Facebook integrated in the campaign.
And I think the beauty of it is that we didn't ask to like us. You know, people should do it on their own, to share it. If they like it, they will share it, and that's what they did. And I think that's it's quite interesting as well. So it's not just we got so many likes because we asked people to like it first to see it. No, just enjoy the piece, and if you like it, you like it. That's what made you stick around, basically.
Talk a little bit about what it's like to work in Amsterdam, because in terms of creativity, Amsterdam appears to be a very unique atmosphere. How does that fuel you, if it does at all?
I mean, it's a pretty small town, Amsterdam, and I think everybody in advertising industry knows each other. It's quite a small world, but really, they're really talented people there. There's a lot of cross-pollination between all the different disciplines.
Yeah, and it's nice to work at Tribal. It's just like work on international clients. So that's the reason to stick around, because you can work. It's just Amsterdam as a small office, but working for international clients makes it really interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I really like it to cycle to my work. We just visited New York.
Amsterdam is a great biking town.
It is. Not when it rains, and it happens a lot, but no. And I think it's the beauty of big agencies in a small town. Basically.
It's just fun that the big CEO of a company just drives in his suit on a bike. You know, it keeps everything a bit, even though they're big names in the industry. You know, it feels like everything in Amsterdam stays normal.
Egalitarian and chill.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So what are you guys looking for out of Cannes this week? Have you seen or done anything cool? Have you met anybody interesting? You looking forward to something?
Yeah, well, this is basically our vacation. We took the week off early in January, when nobody normally there's
goes.
one. Yeah, no, nobody is thinking about Cannes. So only the last weeks he's going, and if you ask the days off, it's like, yeah, but there's so many people going. You're sorry, but you can't. So we took the days off in January. Nobody's thinking about Cannes. Like, oh, they're going. Oh, it's June. So we made sure we're here, and Now this year, and I think it's my 6th time. In the first 3 years, I went with the Dutch on Creatives. Don't know if you've seen the big bus on the boulevard. And you always get a delegate pass, and that was 5 years in a row. And this year, I said to myself, like, when I'm going back, I have to deserve it. You know, I have to make good work to get the week off to enjoy it. And so we got this big villa, drinks a lot, and nice interviews sometimes.
Good parties, interviews, and tonight have a nice, massive music party.
We're gonna change, yeah.
You guys are super looking forward to that?
Oh yeah,
well, it's supposed to be good. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I guess I'll see you guys tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.